Hello everyone and good evening to our specialty class and Crafty Thursday. I can't believe we're already Thursday. Where does the week go? I don't know. But tonight we're going to finish doing this beautiful centerfold card that I set a challenge for you all with last Tuesday. And I showed you on Wednesday how to do the template and how to actually make it, because some of the girls were ringing me saying I don't know how to do it. And that's fine, not everyone can. So I wanted to share it up to that moment, but I'm going to share tonight how, hi Suzanne, hi Kaz. I'm going to share just a little bit on how quick and easy it is to decorate something like this, and then we're going to get on to our pocket card with a gift card today. I also did one over in Crafty Monday today as well, on a Thursday. So, yeah, I'm just remembering I forgot to turn my sound off for phone calls, so I'm hoping I don't have anyone ring me tonight while I'm on my class, but that's okay. So, welcome everyone. If you come on, say hello. Hi Margaret, how are you? Yes, it's cold, it's cold. Oh, aren't you lucky, Kaz, been away? And having 27 degrees. It's not 27 degrees here. It's been raining, it's been overcast, it's grey. And yeah, not happy at all. Hi Wendy, how are you? Good to see you on. Don't forget to say where you're from. If you come on, if you've already told me where you're from, join in and interact with the card tonight, the second one that we're making. So let's come down and start, because time definitely goes fast when we're doing these classes, I tell you now. So I shared the pattern with you the other day, and then I also shared this beautiful new paper we have, which is the two-tone paper. And this two-tone paper is just absolutely beautiful. You've got dark on one side and you've got light on the other. And also when you rip it, you get this beautiful white line. So you can sort of put it together really quick. I'm just going to put this up a fraction. I think I got it down. There you go. Hopefully that's good. Hi Heather. So yeah, so this is what you can do with this paper. You can see that one side's really light and one side's dark, and then you've got the white sheet in the center of the two different reds. Okay, and it comes in greens and other colors as well, but I'm just working with the red. So this is what we did, and I put it through the embossing folder, and I also use my emery board to do a bit of this, but you can use fine sandpaper as well. Okay, so we want to finish decorating this up, and I've got this piece that I was demonstrating the other day, so I'm going to bring this down onto this piece here as a little bit of snow effect. So I'm going to stick that down first. So how's everyone's day been? Thank you for everyone interacting on my pages. It's so much fun. Okay, we're putting that there. Now, I've got this truck here, and I'm going to put this down on here, and I'm going to find my dimensions. Ha ha ha. If not, I'll just glue it tonight. Okay. Gluing looks like the best thing tonight because I don't know where my dimensions are, but that's okay. So I'm just going to bring this down on this area here like that. And you can sort of see, I'm just going to hold it up. I feel like I got this in a wrong angle tonight, but hopefully we haven't. So you can sort of see I've got the truck there with the Christmas trees, and it all sort of fills in, and this is the rip paper. So this is this gorgeous paper, and it's in the scrapbooking brochure. Okay, so if you're looking for it, it's in the scrapbooking brochure. So if you haven't got the link to the scrapbooking brochure and you would like the link sent to you, please let me know and I'll do that. Now these have come from, these ones have come from, I think it's the Joyful Image pack. These are just pack already die cuts. Look, there's so much you can do with these, and I had these scrap bits here and I'm thinking I'm going to use them and bring them onto the card as well, because it sort of balances the card up a little bit. And I'm just not quite sure if I want to put them down the top or the bottom. I think I need your help. Or halfway. Top, bottom, or halfway. What do you think? I'm going to bring this up for a minute. Sorry about my hand. I'm going to hold this up. I'll just need one. And I'm sort of thinking, will I bring this in at the top, halfway, or down here at the bottom? Like one on either side. Bottom, thank you Heather, thank you Susan, bottom. I'm giving everyone a few minutes because I know we got that delay. Hi Wendy, bottom. A bit of both, middle. Thanks Margaret. Caroline Matthews, hello, welcome aboard. Kaz, bottom. Tanya, halfway. Bottom, I think bottom's won it. Hands down. Good evening, Caroline. Thank you for joining us tonight. So we've just been asking whether to put these pieces down the bottom or whether to add them halfway or to the top. Most people have come out with the bottom, so we're going to add them down here onto the bottom of here. I love it when you ladies interact with me. I feel like that I've actually got people in my room with me. It's so lovely. I love it when you come and spend Thursday nights. Not a lot of time, but an hour goes fast. Okay, that's looking really awesome. I really like that. Now, for the top here, I want to share some other things with you as well. I'm just going to alter this so I can see comments because it's so hard to see them. We have our memory and more cards. Now, whoever joined my beautiful online retreat got this beautiful package as a thank you, because I won't be doing door prizes. I decided to give everyone a special gift. So everyone would have received one of these that have joined the online retreat. Now, the online retreat is booked out, so sorry, you can't join it at the moment. Or join in because it's already booked out. But we have got some most beautiful cards to make up using the kits that I sent you. You got well over $150 worth of products sent to you. And yeah, and you got this bonus gift. But what I love about these is that they've got words either side, and you can use these. Okay, so there's lots you can use in here. I'm going to show a bit more a bit later about these, but also I've got a beautiful red Merry Christmas here, but I've also got a Just For You with the gold. Do you think the Just For You in the gold, or do you think that beautiful red Merry Christmas should be the one that we put on there? Me. I know you got one, Kaz. You're going to have so much fun in that online retreat. Got so much happening. Just For You. Who was that? I missed who it was. Red Merry Christmas. Thank you, Suzanne. Merry Christmas. Just For You. We've got 2 of each now. Just For You. We've got 3 for you. Hi, Anne. How are you? Just For You. Merry Christmas. We've got 3 for each. We need a breaker. Whatever the next one is it. Merry Christmas. Thank you. Who is that? I can't see. Miss who that was. But it's the Merry Christmas. So let's go with the Merry Christmas. So when you're doing something like this and you've got this, you're sort of thinking to yourself, do I want to add some more stuff on here? And I've got this beautiful white and silver ribbon here. I wonder if this is going to be my next go-to ribbon. I've got no idea. I'll see after tonight when I've used it. Okay, if I can get it out of the packet, we'll be right. I like to leave that little bit of plastic on there and pull it out through there. Oh, this is nice and soft. It is really lovely. Now, this has got silver on it, and the Just For You has got gold on it. I don't think that's going to work, but silver and gold do go well together. So let's say, for instance, we've got a knot over here. Okay, so we've got a knot over here. Just pretend at the moment that we have a knot over this side. Now, do you think Just For You, or do you think the red Merry Christmas with the ribbon on it, or without the ribbon? With or without the ribbon? Hi, Wendy. So, do we put the ribbon on? It's got silver around it, where this has got gold on it. So, do we go with the Just For You, or do we go with the Merry Christmas with the ribbon? With Merry Christmas? Without? With? Thank you. Okay, with the ribbon. Okay, I'm sort of going with, let's go with the ribbon, but let's also go with the Merry Christmas. That's what I'm sort of thinking. Or we can come in with, what else have I got sitting in front of me on my table? I did have some twine just sitting here, but I'm not sure where I put it. Okay, let me have a little looky. I might have put it in here. I did. So we could go with the twine. It's green. And then we could have Just For You. We could go with some twine and Just For You. What do you think about that? Do you like the green twine? And we could go Just For You. So I'm going to hold it up so you can see it, because I'm not quite sure how... Hi, Stephanie. How are you? Hi, Sam. Okay, so you can sort of see now the green, what colour green it is. I'm just going to hold it there for a minute if I can. And Just For You. The ribbon and Merry Christmas. The twine and Just For You. Merry Christmas and the ribbon. Thanks, Tanya. Yes, the twine. Thanks, Anne. I've got two too. Wonder what the next one's going to be. Eva. Thanks, Wendy. Do you want me to make the choice? Come on. One more. What's it going to be? Are we going to have the beautiful twine with the Just For You? Twine and the Merry Christmas. Twine and Just For You. Caroline Matthews. Okay. Ribbon and Merry Christmas. Oh my God. We keep coming a draw. Okay, so let's come down and go with the twine. But I think the twine is going to have to be used a couple of times, and I'm going to have to run over and grab some dimensions. Okay, I've got to grab some dimensions because you can't do card making without raising things up, and I should have raised my car up, but that's okay. So I'm going to use the twine, but I'm going to do a couple of layers because it's very thin. So let's do a few layers on here. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to fold it in half. So it's quite long. It's about 30, 60, 70, 80, about 80 centimeters long. And then fold it in half again. Okay, and then I'm going to open the card up because I want it to come in through that center bit here. Okay, I'm going to pull it right over to the edge. And I'm just going to do a knot. I'm not going to do a bow, I'm just going to do a knot. Okay, so I just want to do the knot, and then I'm going to cut this thread. And the twine just gives it a little bit of something happening up in this full area where there's nothing, and it still looks all right on this side here. Okay, so you can sort of see it, but it still looks okay on there. You could always slide a hidden gift card up into that if you wanted to, in the back. Clever idea. It's amazing what you can think of when you're making it. Okay, I need some dimensions. Pull these out because it won't take long for me to use 3 packs over the next few days. Okay, so let's get the Just For You. And we're going to put 3 dimensions on the back of this. And we're just going to put that up here. Just for you. Okay, so you can sort of see you've got just a nice little card that goes really lovely for a man or a lady. You can do it for either. And you can sort of look through and see if you wanted to add anything else to this. You could do a lot more if you wanted to. You could add a lot more to it if you wanted to. Okay, but very quick, easy decoration for our center step one. Okay, let's get on to our next card for tonight. Before I do though, I just want to talk about our Memory and More cards. These are fantastic, and Memory and More cards go with our albums for our photos, which is these ones here, which this is the one I've done. And these were Memory and More cards that I got given to me in Mexico. But you can see that I've interacted them in with the photos on this beautiful scrapbook. And I love that. I call them Memory and More keepsakes because it's all about our memory and all the things that happened over in Mexico for me and Stacey on my last incentive trip. So you can sort of see that you can do a lot with them. But this is a beautiful Christmas pack. And this is the thank you gift that I've given everyone that joined my online retreat as a thank you for joining. So let me share with you what we're going to make tonight. Okay, so we're going to make one of these tonight. This one I did over on Crafty Monday today, and I used the Designer Series paper and Designer Series paper, and I used one of our Memory and More cards on the front here. But I want to share with you how you can make this, say if you don't have Designer Series paper, or you're not sure about Designer Series paper, you can come in with one of your stamp sets, which this is a really cute stamp set to use for that as well. So let's cut our cardstock. So I thought I'd make it from scratch. Okay, so that you get a really good idea on how to do this. Okay, so we need a sheet of white if we're going to stamp on it. Okay, and it's going to be 23 centimeters. We're going to cut it. Oh, got a pen and paper? You can always come back and watch the replay. Rewind, rewatch. So 23.5 centimeters and then you're going to turn it around and you're going to have 15.5, okay, centimetres. So right to the edge of your paper trimmer there. Yeah, I'm going to leave it open for a minute. Then we're going to score it at 7 centimetres. 7. And then we're going to score it around, it's 17.8, so it's 5 and 3 little lines. Sorry, it's just 2 under the 18. 2 of those little lines under the 18 centimetres. Sorry, just had to do it that way. And then if you turn it around, you're going to, I love that we've got this on our side of our paper trimmer, this edge bit over here, because now you're going to line it up to the 2.5 centimetres on this side of your, which is really lovely. And we're going to score that. Okay, so we've done our scoring of our base, so we need a couple of extra pieces now as well. So let's just cut them out. So we need now a colour to go with what we're going to do. So if we're going to use the real red and maybe garden green or old olive, what have I got over here? Got real red, so we might go real red. I'm just going to use, I've got some of this two-sided one here, so we can use a bit of this to make it interesting. Okay, so that makes it interesting for our back because we'll have the dark and the light on this. And as you can see, we're going to do the matte. And the matte is, like, you know, that this is, the matte's going to be 13 by 10.5. So we're going to come down 10.5. And then we're going to cut it off at 13. Okay, so this is really, really nice. And then we're going to do our white. Oh, don't cut that white, Teresa. So this one might, oh yeah, 13. So this is 12 and this is just about the right, just about right. 12.5 by, what did I say that one was? 10.5, so this one's got to be 10. Okay, now we need to have another strip that we're going to decorate, and this can be any size that you want to cut this strip, really. It doesn't have to be anything in particular. It doesn't have to be a particular size. You can use whatever scraps you have there. So I would grab a piece that you want, and then you can just wrap it around your white, or you can turn it over and you can score. You just need a little bit to wrap around this white. So I can come right down here. You'll be able to see it down here. So I'm just going to line this up next to it. I'm not going to use that cutting blade, but I'm going to use the score blade. So I'm just going to score that. And I'm just going to fold that around because that makes it fit right in tight then. Okay, it won't move. And then I'm going to have to go back up to the other side of my cutting. I love that we can just slide it up and down. And then we can just turn this around like this. And we don't need all that, so we can cut some of that off because we don't want a lot of bulk. So we're just going to cut some of this off as well. As long as you've got enough to go around either side. Okay, so whatever width you want, it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's go. This is the bit to slide your pattern into. We're going to use a circle punch. So I'm just going to line this up and eyeball it, as I say. So as long as you feel like it's the same distance from your crease to the edge, and cut that little bit out there. and we're going to decorate this up. So what do you think we should decorate it up with? Do you think we should use the Christmas star, the holly, the trees, the penguin, or this big tree, or the house? I'm going to bring this up for 1 minute while you have a think about it. Hi, Marlene. What do you think we should use? We're going to be doing randomly the trees. Thank you, Tanya. The big tree. Thank you, Susan. The house. Thank you, Wendy. Hello. How are you? Good to see you come on tonight. The tree. Thank you, Caroline Matthews. The big one or the little one? This little tree here, or this big tree here? Hi, Kaz. Thanks, Kaz. Okay, let's say we're going to go with the house. Okay, let's go with, we're going to do one of the trees, and I think we'll just go with this tree. It's quite a nice little tree, because we're going to do random stamping. We're going to be making like our own designer series paper. Okay, so we're going to come in with, I have got over here Mossy Meadow, and I also have Crumb Cake, Shaded Spruce, and Old Olive. So I've got Old Olive. I think those are the three greens that we've got a choice from. Old Olive, the big one, Kaz, Shaded Spruce, or Mossy Meadow. Okay, we'll get the colour and then I'll bring you back down to the workbench. Which green do we think we should use for our big tree? So we're going with the big tree, and we need a green. We're going to do random stamping. Old Olive. Thank you, Wendy. Shaded Spruce. Thank you, Suzanne. Mossy Meadow. Thank you, Emma. Mossy Meadow. We got 2 for Mossy Meadow. Thank you, Caroline. Have we got a 3rd for Mossy Meadow? And the votes keep coming in. Some of a couple of each. Sounds good, Tanya. Shaded Spruce. The middle one, Shaded Spruce. Thanks, Sam. It's a brighter green. Okay, so we might do, I'm going to bring this back down. We might do randomly. Someone suggested randomly. I think that sounds like a plan. I've just got to slide this back on so we can move. Sorry about my hand for a minute. Okay, so let's do random trees. And I'm wondering whether this is a bit big, but we're going to go with it. This tree, but we're going to go with it. So we've got some random trees happening here in this colour. And now I need to clean it. Okay, you're not really organised tonight, Teresa, are you? No. Where did my cleaning pad go? Okay, I'm not sure where my cleaning pad went, but I'm just going to grab a piece of white card and use that tonight, just because we've got all green. So I'm just going to bring it down on here. Don't tell anyone. Woo. Not meant to do that, but I'm doing it tonight. Shaded Spruce. So we'll do a couple in this one. So we need to sort of work out which way we're going to go. So we're going to go in that way, that way, that way. I'm going to see if I can line that one up one more time, because I missed a bit. Oh, still missed a bit. Okay, must have had something on it. That's all right. So we've got a little bit of colour through there. Wipe this one off. And then I'm going to come in with the Mossy Meadow. Ooh, this is the lighter one. So come in here. Come in here. 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 We're just coming in and bringing in some light and darker pieces. So we're making our own pattern paper with the trees. I'm just going to have to go over that bit with the Mossy Meadow. Okay, so we've got all these trees now coming in from every which way but loose. Now we look at that and we think, now, is that what we want? Yes. Is it the colours we want? Maybe not. Do you want to put it on the card? Let's think about it. Do you want to just do a few trees? They're the things you need to think about when you're doing this sort of card. But we're going to go with multi tonight, like this. That's not a problem. Just going to grab my tissue, give this a clean. Okay. Then we're going to put it on our white card like this. So it's going to come on like this and then over here like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some glue here and here. You're going to also put something over the trees as well. So, you know, I had For You on the other one, but we can put something different on it this time. So, and then you're going to glue right along this bottom very finely. Okay, you just want a bit of a fine line going across there. You're going to hold this. Now you can work out where you want this to go. I want it up just a little bit this time. So we can bring that in and bring that down. Now this time we've got all those beautiful trees, and I thought, you know, we've got some really lovely little stickers here in the Memory and More cards. So we can come in and put these down in here, which is really lovely. Okay, so I'm just going to put the little reindeers down into over the trees there, which is really lovely. You can decorate and make up as much as you want. Now, if you wanted a little backing on this, let me just share you again with the Memory and More cards. Okay, let me just grab it out. Memory and More cards, where are they? The little ones. Okay, so you can still use these. You've got patterns on both sides. So you might think, I might put the parcels on it. You might come in with Enjoy, a gift of the season. And I think that one looks really, really lovely in there. So we're going to go with that one. And you can stick this down. And if you want to use your deer, you can always just trim it right across here at the words. And you can use that for another card. Okay, that's not a problem. Okay, so we're just going to stick this on. And this is like giving it a little bit of a background without too much of a background. So you can come down. I just want that under the words. I'm just lining it up. So that can come into that section there like this. Okay, so you've got this stuck here and you've got these stuck here, and this is where you put your gift voucher, your money, wherever. Okay, so let's go back to our pocket or our envelope. Now this is done on our white card. I'm thinking that's not what I want. So we need to now do all the score lines. One score line, 2 score lines. Your big one always goes over your little one. You're going to score the bottom one, and then you're going to get your paper trim. Either your paper trim or your paper snips. I'm going to use my snips. Cut on the score line up to the score line and just a fraction pass, not much, just above the score line. So on the score line and just up and above the score line. Just cut above the score line. Okay, so and then the same with this one over this side. So when you cut it just above the score line, it makes it easier to fold in. Okay, so you can see that when that folds in, you haven't got a little bit there. You've got a little, tiny little bit of a gap, but not much. Okay, so then you're going to actually do a couple of little V's or cut out the corners. Okay, so your little corner sections, you're going to cut them out. Okay, so now your pattern looks like this. Now we're going to decorate it before we do any more. So I'm sort of thinking I might go with the mossy meadow first. Okay, so we need to randomly do these. Okay, and you probably want to do the whole lot, but you might not want to do them as close together as you did the other one that we did. So you might want to bring them down sort of like on an angle a bit. Okay, so you can come down. Need to hold that still so we can get the ink on it. Okay, so you can sort of see we've got some random ones on this. Clean that off and we can come in with the other colour. Shaded spruce. This is a darker one, so you might want to be a bit mindful when you're using this one. That we want to come up a fraction. This is got a... This is what happens when you've got an oily finger. I should have done what Shelley does. She licks it. And see if we can clean it. I don't know where my cleaning pad is. It should have been sitting on the table, but it's not. I'm just going to do one over here. Oh, a bit better. Okay. When you have a sticky finger, that's better. Okay, let's hope that comes down now on here. That's better. You need to get the sticky finger out. Still doing it. Okay, I'm sort of thinking that's enough. And I'm sort of just going to go with the 2 colours. What do you think? No, we can come in with that 3rd colour. Okay, try to clean this off. Okay, so you can see it makes it hard if you don't have your cleaning chamois around. I know where it is, and it's not sitting anywhere where I can get it because I've got it soaking out in the sink, in the laundry, because I was getting it all nice and wet for tonight, and I forgot about it. So the other one is Old Olive. So we can just come in and fill the gaps with Old Olive. Old Olive and Mossy Meadow look very similar. So And I'll just do one maybe over here. I like to do some half off the page. It's just me. Okay. Just wipe that because I know it's going to get all over the card if not. Now, if you haven't got a chamois near you, because they're in soaking, I always have my hand sterilizer here, so I can just put that down on the table and I can open up my tissue and I can give this a really good clean with that and pick up all the ink, because what I don't want is the ink to go on my card. Okay, so you can sort of see it's picked up a lot of ink, but when you actually give it a polish, you can see that it's clean, nice and clean. Okay, so I always have a little tub of hand sterilizer right next to my workbench, because that will clean that up if I happen to come in here and do my work without my chamois. Okay, we need to eyeball this and punch this bit out. Now we need to go the small one in and then the large one. So we need to add a little bit of glue down this side. Okay, so this is going to go over here. And then we're going to add a generous bit of glue. We're going to cover this whole fold bit down the bottom. Now this is how you can make an envelope for all your cards. Did you know that? Do you know this is a really good pattern to make an envelope for your cards? And you do this at both ends, whatever length you want. Okay, and it works out really brilliantly. You don't punch the hole, you just have it one full whatever length. But it's a very easy way to make an envelope. Okay, so we want to decorate this up now. So we can come through with one of our Memory More cards. We could come in with just the Christmas tree on the front and some ribbon. So we've got a Christmas tree. We've got the Merry Christmas, which can go across the front like this. So we can have the Merry Christmas. I'm going to put it up so I can read the comments. Okay, so we got a Merry Christmas. So we can do the Merry Christmas across here. I'll take this one off. We've got the Christmas tree. Or we've got all the reindeers. If we flip it over, you can have all the reindeers. Hi, Althea. The Christmas tree. You can have the holly if you want to stamp your own, or you can have the Merry Christmas. I'm just giving you ideas, okay? You can have enjoy the gift of the season on the outside as well as the inside. Okay, so we've got that on the inside, but we can have it on the outside as well if we want to. Or we can have a very soft one, which is Warmest Wishes. Or you can have the stripes and then mat a word over it. Okay, which is really, really lovely. So, or you can have this one here, which I really love, Believe in the Magic, and it's got the little reindeers, and that goes perfect with the little trees as well. Hi, Glenda. So, which one out of these two? Merry Christmas or Believe in the Magic? Merry Christmas, Tanya. Merry Christmas, Heather. Believe in the Magic, Susan. Oops, yes, Believe in the Magic, Tanya. Okay, Magic. I think it's the Magic one by the sounds of that. Okay, let's come back down to the workbench. Sorry about my hand again. So just got to tighten that up just a fraction. Okay, so we're going to put this now on the front of the card. And you're sort of looking at it and you think, do I want anything else on there, or do I just want that, or do I want something else on there? You can see that the card is going to go down into the center here. Okay, so the card's going to go into our pocket. Okay, which lines up really well. And then we can have this on here. So we can use some dimensions on here. And I know I've got them because I just got them out in amongst all my mess on the table here tonight. Does anyone else work a messy bench or a messy table when you're working? Oh my God. Some days I think, how do I get so messy? Probably because I've been doing other things today and haven't really had time to clear them all away. But it's still messy. I look at some people and I think, how do they have their desk so clean? Mine's never clean. Is yours clean? Tell me in the comments. Be honest. Come on, be honest. I know mine's not. Mine's got stuff everywhere. Okay. The magic of Christmas. Believe in the magic of Christmas. Beautiful. So you can sort of see this is how it goes. So that's the one, just doing it in normal cardstock and decorating it up yourself. And then this one's using your Designer series paper. So you can sort of see they both look really lovely. It just depends what you want to do on this bit, whether you decorate it up as much as I have or just randomly, whichever way you want to go. Okay, so still really lovely. So let me share with you quickly how we're going to make an envelope for this awkward card. So grab yourself a sheet of paper. Grab yourself a sheet of paper. And this is how I make all my envelopes. Okay, so I grab my pencil and I go here, 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 and here. So I'm putting a line at the top, the bottom, all around. Okay, oh, let me get this. Who loves making envelopes? When you're looking for that envelope and you can't find it, this is the quick and easy way of doing it. Okay, so line this up then to having that pencil in the center there, which is the pencil's right in the center of this line. Whoop, don't bring that. We want the pencil. We want the scorer, I mean, not the blade. We want the scorer. Okay, so the pencil mark gets lined up right in the middle. You should be able to see your pencil mark through your lines here. Okay, you should be able to see those lines that you've done. Okay, turn it around again and line that pencil line up. And sometimes it's easier to do it in a darker colour, but honestly, you've got to... I'm just going to measure that for a minute. 2.5. Okay, so let's go 2.5 because I can't see it. Can't see the pencil. 2.5, and then I'm going to measure this one as well, which is 4.5. So I'm going to flip it around and do it at 4.5. Okay, so now we're going to fold on all these lines. Our fold line, you can see that it must just be able to overlap at the back there. Okay, so it needs to overlap at the back. This can be our top because it's bigger. This can be our bottom because it's smaller. Okay, I'm going to just fold it again so all my lines are on the inside this time and not on the outside. So just go back and fold it all again. Make sure you get that nice crisp fold. And this was one of the questions I got, have been asked a lot actually. How do you make an envelope for a different size card? And this is the easiest way to do it. And you can do this with your A4 card, or you can do it with your 12 by 12 card sheet. So you can get bigger envelopes if you need to, okay, which is really great. So once again, we go back to our paper snips and we're going to cut up the score line, up to the score line, and then cut just above the score line. So you're just cutting above the score line. Okay, so you're cutting that piece out, and then the same on this side, just above the score line and up the score line. Now you can use your paper trimmer if you want to. Okay, and I'm just going to have to cut that one a little bit more above that score line. Okay, and then you're going to do the same up the top. You're going to cut on just under that score line and then down this score line. And it is sometimes hard seeing the score lines when you've got shadows. I've got a little bit of shadowing. But if you can see that you just got your score lines still showing, which I have, just come back and trim it. Okay, because you don't want that score line showing. Okay, and then this one over here. You know, years ago I used to make all my own envelopes, never bought an envelope, but so much quicker and easier if you have got a bought one. But you do get that time where you get that card and you go, oh, what am I going to put that card into? I haven't got an envelope. And this is going to be your lifesaver, I tell you now. Okay, cut these points, Now once again we've got our big and small, so our small comes in over, our big comes in over our small. Okay, so our big piece comes in over the top of that. So a little bit of glue to the side here. And bring it down. You're going to glue this whole bit here up to the score line. Okay, because we want that to work. Now this piece here, we're going to, I'll show you if it's on here on my bench, which it probably isn't. I'm just going to grab some. Sorry, not very organised in, oh here it is. It is on the table just behind where I can't see it. This bit here is where you're going to seal it. So how do you seal it? What you do is you add a bit of tear tape across here, and then that will seal it when you're ready to put your card in and post it. Okay, so that's ready now that you can just peel that off and post it. So now your card's going to fit into your envelope. Did I do it wrong? Not normally, but tonight I have, just a fraction. Okay, just a fraction. That was my fault because I went in that little bit on that thing, but that's how you make your envelopes, guys. Sorry about that. I went in that little bit fraction so I didn't see the pencil mark, and that little fraction was just what I needed. So you can sort of see I'm just a fraction bit out. But I can use this for another one. Oops. I like that oops, Mary. Yes, it is an oops, but you can sort of see it still works. I could make another one just that slightly bit bigger and it will go down. Do you want me to make another one so you can see it again, or were you happy with all that, what you saw? Were you all happy with that, or do I need to make another one? That's funny. I'm a funny person, Cass. Blame me. I mean, it's only because I had that pencil mark there and I went, silly, silly me. So you can sort of see it's just about the right size. It's just a fraction bit out. Oh, good. Okay. Great idea. But the envelope is a really good way that you can do it. But just allow a little bit to slide it in. Just a little bit. Like I said, it's been a long time, but I used to make all my envelopes, but I haven't done one for ages. All good. That's good. Well, if everyone's all good, guess what? It's that time of night when we say goodnight again. So I hope you enjoyed all the cards that we have made tonight, and I hope you've enjoyed sharing our beautiful pocket card with a gift card holder. That's this one, and I hope you enjoyed this one with the ripping paper, our double-sided beautiful new paper that's in the catalogue, that's in the scrapbooking catalogue or the scrapbooking brochure. God bless you all. Thank you for joining me tonight, and I hope you got some gold nuggets somewhere along the night. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.